You going to mug me?
Am I going to mug you?
Is that gorgeous or what, eh?
And I believe I can run a decent marathon.
Download Veely now.
I'm just so excited about the prospect of having them all in the same room, all four of us together. When you're a child and you're raised in a foster home or an adoptive home, and the possibility of meeting your siblings or meeting your mother or your father, when that possibility is there, you have dreams of, that they're just, they're wonderful and it's marvelous and they're gonna treat you like a princess and, it's just gonna be over the rainbow glorious. But when you get to middle age, when you hit 50, life has taught you that nothing's as simple as that. I don't know what my sisters and brother imagined. I don't know what their fantasies were. But for me, I always imagined that if I met my real family, that I'd get something that I didn't have.
There was times where I got down on myself and sort of lonely, and knowing that this was not really my original family, right? And I knew about that for years. And it just always bothered me. And I was always wondering, do I have siblings out there? Do I have a mother? Is my mother still alive? Then heard about that I had sisters and that I was the only brother and that they've been looking for me for over 20 some years with someone totally new as strangers. you know, dealing with them for 8 hours a day, 8 to 10 or whatever it's going to be, you know, morning to night too, you know, the whole entire day doing things. It's just a totally different thing altogether. And I'm worried, but then I'm also excited, and it's going to be fun. But I'm going to be probably for a couple days anyways walking in eggshells, like everyone else is going to be too, you know. How you doing? Hey. Yay, we get to spend a week together.
I feel like an expectant father pacing in the hallway outside the baby being born, you know.
We never were given a choice. We were never asked, do you want to be separated? Why couldn't we have stayed with our mother even though she was a single mother? There are single mothers everywhere now. It's more the norm than not. And yet we weren't allowed because someone decided that she was unable to raise children. You know, who gave them that right? I mean, it's over 50 years that it took us to come together, you know. I just hope that we can get along because we were all raised very differently and we all have our own ideas and our own sets of values and stuff. So it's going to be an adventure. It definitely is going to be an adventure.
Rosalie, no.
What? Oh, what is going on? Oh, there you are. Ah, I made it, I made it, I made it. Oh, it's so good to see you. Oh, I made it. Hi, sweetheart. How are you?
Hi.
Oh, it's
How's
good
my
to see you.
girl?
I'm good. I'm off the plane. I'm off the plane. Oh. We all got glasses on. Come on! Oh, yes, Tasha. Oh, that was very scary.
Why?
I haven't flown in 10 years.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah. That was very scary. It was like, and then it was like, that's the top of the mountains. I'm flying over the top of the mountains.
Yes.
Used to seeing them from it. That's very heavy, and my bag is even heavier.
We'll get you one of those cards.
Oh, yes, it's 35 pounds.
Not a problem.
And I bowled 6 games in the last 2 days.
What?
I am so sore, yeah.
Bold?
Yes. Betty, you're not anxious or anything, are you?
There was always something missing growing up my whole life. After I graduated high school, I kind of started looking and writing letters, but the Canadian government never really wrote me back or anything. My mom, she asked me what I was doing, and I told her, and she goes, well, this is your family, you know, I'm your mom. It hurt her, I could tell. So I just gave it up. The first call I got, I mean, I was just bawling my eyes out and talking to Betty Ann, and it was, I couldn't believe it after all this time. I'm just hoping to reconnect and be happy and getting to know each other. My brother and sister, so, and my other sister, and so.
Anybody that wants to see the complete collection of my photos is going to have to come and visit.
Okay.
Yep.
That sounds like a good plan. Okay, we'll come and do it.
Yep.
We'll make an effort to come out.
Because it's ridiculous the amount. Oh, there she is! Oh, I don't know.
I don't know this girl.
I couldn't get my bag off the stupid carousel.
Oh, sweetie, here, let me help you.
Hey, sweetie.
Let me take this from you.
Hi, hon.
How you doing?
Good. Let's get the hell out of this.
It's your sister Rosie.
Hi, Esther. Oh, how was your flight?
That's all right.
Yeah.
I've
You
been
did
up
good?
since midnight. I was in the airport at LAX until, what, I don't know, it was,
Surreal.
2 o'clock?
Oh.
Yeah.
No, turn around here. I think I need another hug.
Get our whole family together here.
I can't get my arms around it.
Your glasses, right?
I know.
This is very bizarre.
This is.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I plan.
I know.
Oh, God. Here, sweetie, let's guys try. He's afraid he's gonna hit us, and I'm kind of afraid of that too.
Direction.
This is so interesting. We're traveling. We're a family.
Take your card out now. Thank you.
I'm not
Just go
from
across
here.
Canada, all national parks and all national historic sites. They're listed in there.
You guys packed for like 16 months.
Now, do we want to go down the stairs or do we want to go down the lawn? You know
I don't
what?
care.
I'm just going to go. You guys can go whichever way you want. I'm going this way.
Don't bring any more luggage down.
Why?
I'm going to see if we can get a place that's on even ground because Esther can't do these stairs 3 times a day.
What you looking at?
I'm seeing where this goes.
Our luggage is unprotected. People are gonna walk
not
away with
going-
our luggage if we don't watch it. Some bears will steal it.
Oh, shoot, bears. No.
We got another one just up the way, and there's aren't all these stairs.
Okay.
Oh, it's the thing about being in the mountains. I hate walking up and down hills.
Man, you pack light.
Oh, you kidding me? It's only t-shirts.
After you.
It's only t-shirts. T-shirts and toiletries.
Look what else I brought. I bought these at Lake Louise years ago. They're walking sticks.
yeah.
They're awesome walking sticks, and I always forget them when I come to the mountains. So today I brought them. So I'm quite proud of
Okay, the
myself.
most important thing that's coming out right now.
Awesome, and I
Oh,
have
and-
something.
And I have something for Rosalie.
Aww.
But and I didn't get Ben's made yet. I mean, I started to,
Super
but
cute.
is she good like that?
Red is such a good color for her. She loves red.
Oh, that's good to know.
I'm hoping this is going to go up. Go up. I don't want to get smoked out here. Pew, pew. It hasn't been lit for a while, that's probably why. But, yeah. There we go.
Okay. Who are we?
MJ's kids.
These kids.
This is that a woman's medium?
It's probably
There you
for
go. That one's for you, babe.
Oh, right on.
And this one's for you.
All right.
Zipper and everything.
Yeah.
This one's for you.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Oh, totally, man.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, that's sweet. That looks very nice.
And the reason for the season.
I was thinking about the picture that I have, but it's in that big, huge wooden frame. That's beautiful.
She's here with us, you know,
Uh-huh.
and she's just so happy. Okay, what am I? Oh, I'm doing it wrong. Let's get a great picture of that lamp.
This phone, I'm thinking you need to get your money back, baby.
Okay, is that's gonna work, right?
Oh,
we
yeah,
can
right.
see.
With
We can
half
see.
my face.
Okay.
Half my face.
How about if I go? Okay, wait. We gotta get Mom there. Mother, MJ, looking over you.
So,
Which one are we doing here? Oh, the skywalk thing.
and that includes riding on that big bus out onto the glacier.
That would be cool.
So are you guys good that I should phone them right now and see if we need to reserve?
For this one?
Which one? The hot springs?
Oh, that's the skywalk. Hold on, let me get the skywalk.
Free shuttle
What a
from
cute
Columbia,
little
Austria.
sweater.
Yes, that's one of them. That looks like cool stuff. Here's Lake Louise. Here's the hot gondola. Take a look at that. That's the top of the mountain.
Oh yeah. Wow.
The skywalk is something else. I've never done it, but it'd be a first time for it. It'd be so much fun.
You know what? That's what this whole trip is about, isn't
Yeah,
it?
just a first timer thing. It's just gonna be awesome. Wouldn't you say?
Look at those red boots.
Uh-huh. I've been holding myself back.
Well, you know, listen, we're having a birthday and we're having Christmas. If you guys, you know, if you see something you like,
Well,
tell
yeah,
your
I'm
big
still
sissy.
looking.
Oh, will these make it home?
Oh, shit.
How's your day going?
Good, thank you. Very good. Yeah, great. It's so beautiful here. Yeah, I'm from Southern California. Well, I was born here, but oh, Canadian. Jenny is so pretty.
So where's Betty?
She went to the photo shop. She said she'd be back.
There's just so much to see.
Yeah.
Like, holy cow. Oh my God, did you see? I didn't even look at the mountains behind us.
I know, I took a picture of that. That's nice, eh?
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Do you have a lot of photos that you need
No, just I just want, there's just a few and I want multiples of them.
printed? Okay, so we just have to go to...
To the photos, okay?
No, just through our website first.
Hey, where would you guys like to put these?
Too bright, honey.
Hey.
We're having a pretty day. Again.
Hey, where would you want these two?
Up on the mantle.
No, I know. Where do you want it? Like, how do you
Well, why
want to
don't you
position?
just start
We can do
making
it that
decisions.
way. Okay.
I think you need to move that one in a little bit and out. See? Well then.
This is just not
All right.
happening, right?
Okay.
The way I want it to.
You know what?
Look.
I think.
Does
okay.
anybody want some?
I'm just really, really picky when it comes to shit like this. It's got to be precise, otherwise I'll just really be upset with this.
Betty Ann, there's a thingamadoober in the middle. What is up with that?
What do you think there, Rose? You like that? Does that
If
look
I
okay?
don't, I'll rearrange it later when you're not looking.
Jam it all into it. Just don't get upset.
Excuse me.
Squeeze you? No, I don't know you well enough. I'm sorry.
Don't do that.
We're on the road.
We're on the move. Takes us a while to get our poop in a group.
Ben didn't forget me today.
You got to get out the door before he does.
I did.
Oh.
So, I am not, obviously, I'm not a native traditionalist, but I have had some exposure to it. Have you guys had like much exposure to native traditional stuff?
I don't do any of that.
No, I'm too close here. I'm not liking this. Okay, I'm gonna go turn around. Just 'cause that's just the way I roll.
What about you, Esther?
I'm thinking.
Oh,
Isn't this
how
great?
lovely is this?
But you know that, Betty? I asked a lot about that, and they says all the forts in the areas, whenever they built them, they built them like that for the soldiers.
You realize
so that
they built it to keep us out,
Hey,
baby.
just Rosalie, come here for just a sec. I just want to go over something, and I hate to be repetitive, but okay. So we're gonna meet this elder, and I don't know if he might see us as Native people and imagine that we know what we're doing in terms of Aboriginal tradition and stuff. And so if we give him some tobacco, that's a sign of respect.
Do we each give him one?
No, if
Oh,
you
just
if
one?
you've got one and if you give it on our behalf, that should I think that should be adequate. Those are gorgeous. How much are they?
I don't know.
$2.65.
Oh, sorry, Mucklucks. You're gonna have to stay here.
Hello?
I'm Esther. Are you a First Nation?
Yes.
From?
I'm from Fond du Lac, Saskatchewan, but I live in Saskatoon. You're the elder?
Yeah, I'm
Oh, hi. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Betty Ann.
I'm Helmer.
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 Hi, Helmer. I'm Esther.
And I'm Ben.
I'm Esther.
How are you?
Good.
We all come from different places, but we're all brothers and sisters. And we grew up in separate homes. We were taken in the 60s Scoop. And this week is our first time of being all together.
Good.
And so we were all raised in white homes.
Yes.
So, we coming here kind of gives me a shiver. I feel as though being here is this is this kind of thing that we might have grown up with if circumstances were different. And so it feels good to come here, and we really appreciate having an opportunity to have a tour. Do you have that tobacco?
Yes, I do.
We were told that giving tobacco was sort of a traditional thing, and we would like to offer that to you.
Yeah. It's very important to learn your culture. I'm a survivor of residential school. I went through a lot of hard times. I came and learned. I learned my own language. The best way to learn is hands-on learning. Like if you make a smudge ball, the teacher will tell you what it is in Cree, and then what it represents. By the time you're done, you learn about the culture, and you learn at least one word. Wait till it will be inside your heart rest of your life. Do you ever do the round dance?
I've
I've
done
been
that.
to them, yes.
You hit that 1-2 song, 1-2 stop.
Okay.
And we'll try it.
Okay.
I have no rhythm. I'm gonna try. Okay, you count me off, and I'll start at the same time you do.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. That's so cool.
You want to try it?
If you try this, this is so cool. This is. I've never been able to do the drumming, so it was cool. Just tap that.
That is a very cool feeling.
Like at a young age, like her age, she's already went to school. Let's say kindergarten. She watched how they cut up the meat, everything. And then they teach you how to cut the meat very thin. Put it on a tripod like this. They start a fire. Sometimes we use aspen tree or willow, dry willow. That gives a really good flavor to it. You know, all these ladies work hard because they're gonna keep the tribe a lot of food. So they make lots of it. And then we're gonna start on the scraping hide here. Okay, we take the hide and we place it on a frame like this, real tight. There's meat on it, eh? And then this you wrap it around your, like this. And then you flesh the meat. Like, you take all the meat, everything off. It's one whole day of work. When it's done, again, you'll feed our dog. He gets to eat everything. And then we lace up the hide really tight, and then you put it in the sun for 4 days. When it's dry, you tight on it, you tap on it, it's just like the drum. Yeah, nature's people, Winchester.
Winchester.
Yeah.
Winchester. I'll try to remember that.
Yeah.
Thank you
And
so
like
much.
I said, welcome home
Oh, thank you.
to Winchester. You can do it.
Thank
You will. Go for the goal.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Ah.
Awesome.
What did you think of that?
It's beautiful. It's great. Wow.
Can you imagine, like, living like that and learning all that? Where did Betty Ann go? To go sit
I think
down?
she's going to see if we can get a stamp
Yeah.
and come back. She's very,
Yes, I know. She told me.
just overwhelmed, I think would be a good word.
I was raised in a good and decent home. And I've had many people say to me, well, you were lucky, you know, do you think you'd be where you are now if you hadn't been taken from your mother? And it's almost as if they want me to agree that I'm better off because I wasn't with my mother. And there was a time in my life when I would have agreed, but I don't feel that way now. And it's not, this isn't comment about my family who raised me. This is a comment about my reality of my life as me as an individual and as an Aboriginal person. And now I don't feel like I'm lucky. I feel like I'm been ripped off. For us, we didn't have the residential school to separate us from our culture and from our language, and we had the 60s Scoop. You know, I know a woman who was talking about that she knows how to tan hides. And I have cousins who tan hides, who know how to do it and have watched their mother do it and their aunties. And I don't know how to do that. And I'm watching him do that, and I'm 56. And I don't, like, everything he showed us today was brand new to me. And that, that's not right. Yeah.
Hey, Bet, you go stand there. You two get in there. I want to get a picture of you guys so I can see you with the waterfall and everything too.
That's right. That's right. Because,
Okay.
not mess up to do. You smell that's fine.
Say cheese.
Fuzzy underwear.
However.
Yeah.
This is so amazing. Where did Ben go?
He's way up the trail somewhere.
He's right there in
breaking
front of
trail
us.
for us, is he?
Hang on.
Oh, okay. Got it.
You know what? Do not sprain your ankle.
Oh yeah, don't be doing that.
Ben. I guess I have to take a picture.
Now we gotta,
Oh, my God.
okay. Don't go in the water with your shoes on. I can do one. That's apparently my limit.
2? It was 1, 2, 3. You just gotta know where your strength lies.
Yeah.
Bitch, you know, right then.
Well, I'm thinking we should start with the baby.
Okay.
My life
You
is...
want to show us your stuff first?
Oh, you're adorable.
And I don't know how old I am there.
You know, you haven't changed really.
That little button nose.
Maybe, I guess, yeah.
Aww.
So, yeah. It's pretty cute.
Ben, did your parents have other foster children?
At the time we did. But they all were, as soon as we got them, they were around for like 2 months. And
So
then
those were temporary
They just took off right away.
placements, temporary placements.
Yeah.
And so you were a foster child with them until you were 14, and then the adoption happened?
Actually, it was 12.
12.
Yes.
Okay.
12.
All right.
Okay, now how
There's
old?
me.
Oh, sweet.
You still have the dimpled knuckles.
Yeah.
You were little.
Mhm.
Okay, I've got to see.
This is
what
my
that was.
the farmhouse, and we had like the red and white farmhouse.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
yeah,
and that's
yeah.
the front lawn. I'm probably about 12. This is about 14.
You see, and this is how you looked when I met you.
You're gonna see in the very next page.
Okay.
There's our first meeting.
Oh, no way!
Yeah. See. Yeah. I literally was a mini me. I came up to Betty Ann's elbow. Do you remember that?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Sweet. Oh, wow.
in this picture, you look a lot like your mother.
I do.
Like, look at those cheekbones.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's the high cheekbones. Totally.
I love the way they're the old black and white pictures with those little corners. I remember we had albums like that.
3 weeks, 6 weeks here.
Yeah, but these are some other children that my mom, she had.
Foster kids too.
She had like 11 or 12.
Oh, wow.
Before she got me.
Oh, boy.
And
Okay.
I was, I don't know, 13 or 14, something like that. I was the only one she got to adopt, but all of us were very sick.
Oh, and there's where the pictures turn into color, same as with your album.
Percy, Raymond, Valentine. Okay, wait a minute.
So she kept an album with the foster children she kept.
Yeah.
Aw, so nice.
They took so many pictures. And I'm guessing this is me, July 62, when I was about a year old.
This would have been in California already.
No, that was just still in Prince Albert. We didn't go to California till 64, till March of 64.
I was 15 miles away.
So these...
That is so sad.
That is. Well, I think a lot of the foster parents, like in my file, it states that when you were a foster parent, you were only allowed to keep, especially an infant, for 3 months. That was it. And then they would move you.
It says that in
It
file?
says that right in my file. You were only allowed to keep a foster child for 3 months to save you from getting attached. And then they would move you, right?
Oh, are you?
No,
are
I'm
you
not.
Kidding?
It says
You know what? Who would come up with a policy like that, and to whose benefit? Like
CPS or whatever you call it.
But I mean, the thing of it was, so, and they were basically, I'm thinking they were not halfway houses, but they were, they wanted to adopt out these children, right?
So who the heck is making decisions to take children from their mothers for some kind of protection, allegedly, and then bouncing a newborn baby around like that?
Yeah.
Like, and you're supposed to be bonding?
I don't think bonding was a priority.
Back in them days, it mustn't have been.
It obviously wasn't.
There wasn't such a thing as bonding back then. I mean, not.
Yeah, but
I mean, there was, but they didn't
on the
recognize
reserves,
it back
like
then.
back in the 1800s, they had bonding.
Well,
Yeah,
of course. The thing is, the policy doesn't seem to have really been about the welfare of the child, if you ask me. Like, that hurts my heart to think that my baby sister was bouncing around from home to home when you were such a sick little thing. And thank God you got to Irene and Michelle.
And that's the thing, like, I had a phenomenal childhood and I had a phenomenal life, right? Like, so out of all the horrible things that could have happened to me, I was one of the lucky ones, like, seriously, right? Like, because I was never made to feel like I was different, right? I was one of the family.
Yeah.
So.
Well, let's get back to.
Yeah, sorry, Esther, we digress. But you were very sick, you said.
And your foster mom had taken care of lots of sick little babies, and she took care of you and nursed you back to health.
Yeah, absolutely. So here's another one on my I guess it's my first birthday. It's July 62.
Oh, sweet.
Just cute as a button.
When you were celebrating your first birthday there, I had just been placed in my foster home. I'd been in my foster home for a few weeks at that point. And that's in Prince Albert, and I'm on a farm 15 miles away.
Isn't that heartbreaking? It's like, what? And Betty Ann, we were right there, so close to each other, and
that's what makes this so much more special. We've narrowed it from 15 miles to 15 inches.
to see the resemblance of so much of our mother in the girls, you know, and even in me too. And it's sweet. It's really sweet. To know that there was years of our lives that we never really got to be with. You know, the growing up, the fighting, the bickering, the loving, the presents at Christmas time, the birthdays, the holidays. Sure, we missed out a lot. With this, you can't just sort of just, hey, how you doing? You know, it's been great seeing you again. You know, it's like, it's been, what, 2 years or something like that? You can't do that with this. Something like this, you missed it. And so it's sad. And you have to, how do you say, relive all them hurts. Excuse me.
Thank you.
It's cold up. Okay.
So you see there's a large mountain up there on the left with lots of snow on it. It's Mount Athabasca. It's very popular around here for hikers and climbers and skiers and snowboarders, all that kind of stuff.
Oh my God.
Well, welcome to the Athabasca. This is what you've been waiting for, I think.
Whoa, she's windy up here. She's windy up here.
Here, you want one? No, you hold on to this. Okay.
You're going skiing.
Oh my God. You have a really good grip on your boots. I have the flag.
Oh, okay, got it.
I'm thinking it's not as... Okay. Okay. Okay, everybody say Mary Jane. Mary Jane! I love you guys.
Oh, I love you more. Awesome.
All right.
Hey, thank
Are
you.
we all done?
All
Can
right.
we go back to the bus now?
Go back to the bus, so good.
Okay. Here, grab one of these. I'm going to hold on to Ben.
Oh, key beaners. We're high. We are so freaking high. Ha 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 ha. And yet, hey, get this. And yet, we're higher in an airplane than this.
Yeah, and
And-
you're fine in an airplane, aren't you?
Yeah?
As long as you're not by the window?
It doesn't matter. I don't mind the window.
Oh.
Because you can't see nothing but cloud.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, I don't know.
Just start walking out on it.
Just start walking.
That's what I did.
Oh, gives you that feeling in the pit of your stomach like you're gonna walk
I know
out on.
when I first got out, I'm like, Oh. And my heart was racing.
Yes. Don't look down. Look straight ahead. Just keep looking straight ahead. It's okay.
Look at Rosalie. She's laying
Oh, don't do that shit to me, please. Please don't do that. Do
It's okay,
not
just
do
breathe.
that.
Look up at the mountaintop.
Oh, it's really kind of scary. It really
Come
is.
walk with me.
It's just like, I really don't know if I really can do this now.
You know what? We're gonna do it quickly. When we do it, we're gonna walk through it quickly. Come on. You tell me when you're ready.
I'm trying to get a really good one.
I don't know if I can keep going.
Sure you can. Sure you can. Just stick with me.
Baby steps, just baby steps.
And it's easier to look down if you go to the edge and look down.
You know, we'll look down after we get toward the end.
Okay.
We will.
Yeah. But right now, we'll just keep enjoying this.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I can't believe this. This is so cool. I just wish I wasn't so damn scared.
It's okay. It's okay to be scared.
Yeah.
It's
It
totally
is.
legit. Let's look out at the mountain.
Oh, I really don't like this.
You're
I want
doing
to
it.
keep going. I want to keep going.
Okay.
I don't want to stop. I just want to get the hell off of this thing.
For sure.
And I'm going to walk a little quicker.
Want me to let go and you can do the rest on your own?
Yeah, I think so.
Go, dude.
I think so.
You're good. You're golden.
Oh, okay, get me on the cement.
Yay! You did it!
That was scary.
You own it, dude.
Oh, wow.
That's so amazing. I just want to stay here.
Ben, next time you see me, I'm gonna have short hair.
It's just very humbling, and knowing that I have much to learn about who I am and my ancestry. And now I have 3 people to go on the journey with. We have to work together to find our way to being a family and making our own traditions and learning things like our birthdays and our nieces and nephews' birthdays and finding out, okay, this trip is our first one, and I'm lobbying very hard for our next one already, because I'm thinking we have to make a conscious effort to keep this up, because if we don't, it's gonna be like, oh yeah, I have 2 sisters and a brother, and we only see each other, you know, whenever. And I think that in order to be a family, we're gonna have to make sure we are constantly aware that we must work at it all the time.
I actually learned how to drive in a 4-speed.
Nice.
Yeah, because
nice.
that's what we had at home,
Right,
2
right.
4-speeds. And my brother taught me.
Uh-huh.
And he wanted to kill me, because there was this one car we had, and the clutch was really iffy. I mean, it was touchy. And, oh my God, I about put him through the windshield a couple times. Because, I mean, I wasn't used to the clutch.
this was from the weekend that I met our mother.
This is Mom.
Mm-hmm.
You are taller than Mom.
And she,
I thought she was tall.
91.
well, she's tall for a woman, but
Well,
but I'm
well,
taller.
You're like,
So-
I thought she was like over 6 foot.
No.
That's what I always assumed, that Mom and Dad, I knew my dad was over 6 foot because this guy came.
So me and her were about the same height.
Yeah, you're the most like her. Oh, yeah. Like you look the most like her.
Oh, I meant to ask, did Mom ever speak the language?
Of course.
Dene?
Absolutely.
She did.
Until the day she died.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Wow.
And so here she is. This and that would have been in the last year of her life.
Mm-hmm.
By then she was using the wheelchair most of the time. And let's see.
How old was she again?
She was 72 when she died. This is a picture of her. And this, it's really characteristic of her. She's got her makeup done and her hair done, and she's wearing jewelry, and she was very particular about her appearance. There she is.
Yeah, I guess I do look like her a bit.
A lot.
Well, you know what? Like you have her same eyebrows.
I do?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do. And so this is getting back to the pages I had sent her, and so I sent her some photos of Fond du Lac from the plane. And so this is from 1986, and the community has changed a lot. But I knew that would interest her. And here is our grandfather, Ben.
I got to speak to him once on the phone.
No.
Did you?
Yes, I did. I
Really?
did.
Tell me about that. When was that?
Tell us all about it.
It was, do you remember when you first found the family?
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, oh my God, I've got an uncle with 4 children, an aunt with 9. Like, oh my word, I've got this huge extended family, and I'm not sure if I had phoned up there or they had phoned me. The details escape me, but I actually got to speak to Grandpa before he passed.
Oh man, I tell you the stuff. So this is a letter from Ted. This is just after I found our family, you know. Ted wrote me a letter. And I'm just going to read you like just the first couple sentences. So August 4th, 1984. Dear cousin, hi, how are you? Finally the dream with a capital D, has come true. After all these years, we will be around each other as one big family. I hope you'd understand that we all felt bad, just like you do. But finally, this thing is over. I phoned home on Friday, and I was given your address. That's why I'm writing you this letter. And then, you know, he goes on, but it was like there were people out there saying, it's the same as the letter I sent you. You know, we're out here, we're waiting for you, and we're thinking about you, and we never forgot you. You know, and our family is just so awesome. Like our cousins, they just always welcomed us with open arms and treated us like.
Yeah.
And here's a letter to me from our grandfather after I visited him, and it's basically him giving me shit for not sending something that I was supposed to send off. Maybe it was some kind of paper. Grandpa wants to know when you're sending the blah blah. So here's the newspaper that I work for, the Star Phoenix, and I did a column, and as you can see, there's a picture here of me and our mom, and there's my girl Lucia, and this was taken. I wrote this column about the Truth and Reconciliation Commission into Indian residential schools, and I was talking about how, you know, we were going to go there and we were taking the spirit of Mary Jane with us because she can't be there. And the policies of the residential schools, that our mom went to residential school, and for what, she never said anything bad about residential school. She said that she was glad she learned how to knit when she was there, and she made friends. But when she left residential school, she never went home to the reserve. I don't know why. But children in residential schools, Indian kids in residential schools, were taught that they were inferior to white people, essentially. It's a known thing. I mean, it's known thing. And so why did our mother never go home to the reserve? Why did she only live in, you know, towns and cities? And why were her partners not Native? And as far as I'm concerned, it's because of something that happened to her at residential school. It's because of something she was taught. And the government of Canada apologized to Indian residential school survivors, and they apologized to the intergenerational survivors, which is us. And like I said, our mother wasn't alive to hear the Prime Minister of Canada apologize to her for whatever experience she had.
Would it have made a difference if she was alive to hear it? I mean, would she?
Well, here's
you know what my take on the situation why Mom didn't go back to the reserve is because why did they let them take her away? Where were they? Why? Kind of like
it was the law.
I know it was the law, but why did some people get left behind and others get taken?
I think there's a lot of...
And there's no amount of apology in the world that can make up for that. They took away so much from us. Oh, I'm sorry that happened to you. Oh, well, I'm sorry you're a dickhead too, you know? Is it really going to make a difference?
Well, exactly.
Because everybody's going to be mad, be angry, and you got to try to let go of it. But it's a hard thing to let go of. How do you let go of something like that? Maybe that's why Mom didn't go back. And if that's why, I don't blame her. So.
Well, after the residential schools, like they had Indian residential schools for over 100 years in Canada, so there were many generations of children who went through there. And the government, the government of Canada had said, right off the top, the Prime Minister, John A. Macdonald, who was the first Prime Minister of Canada, wrote in letters and documents that and I think even told the House of Commons that the reason they were doing this was because if you educate savages, they simply become savages who can read. But if you put them in a school where they'll be taught by religious people and by white people, then you can take the Indian out of the child. That was the intention of the residential schools. And when our mother came out of the residential school, she didn't go back to the reserve. So maybe they succeeded in what they were trying to do to some degree, some perverse kind of a change. I don't know. And then...
I'm going to go smoke a cigarette.
Okay.
What about you?
Well, you know what? If one's out, two's out.
I could use some air.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a provoking thought. Would it make a difference?
Well, I think the only thing that can really make a difference is if the government stops doing that stuff. And if people who aren't Native stop thinking they're superior to us. I don't know, that's what I think.
But you know, after they closed down the residential schools, they still weren't finished with their policy of trying to get the Indian children away from their parents. And that's when the 60s Scoop began. And when were we born? In the 1960s. And what was the policy of the 60s Scoop? It was to put Indian children into white homes.
To take away the Indian and the child, which is basically, they kind of succeeded, but not really. I mean, we always knew who we were, though. So,
sure, we
so how
didn't
did
have
they,
a language
so
of
how,
our own to speak. We had to speak white.
This
Like,
is
we
true.
learned white. Did we get to speak any Native? No. We didn't know
we were
any
taken
Native.
away.
And that's, you know, that's sort of, you know, sad, because I'd see Native growing up and they'd talk to me normal, like, you know, you and I now.
English.
And they'd sit there and say, yeah, English, sorry. They'd speak English, right? But then they say, you know, where are you from? I'm from Edmonton. What reserve are you from? Fond du Lac up in north. Oh, okay, I'm Blackfoot. I'm, you know, Crow. I'm whatever, you know. And they say, can you speak any of your language? I'm going, I don't know a single word. All I know is white. And they go, that is so sad. So what about you guys?
I always knew I was an Indian.
I always knew that I was Native. I always knew that I was Native too, but it was just...
And that's something they can never take away from me.
Yeah.
I am First Nations. Yeah. And I will always be First Nations.
I didn't even know what First Nations was until a year ago. Seriously? Seriously.
Well, because in California, like in the United States, I don't think they use that term, do they?
So what do they use for the Natives down there? Like for the
Indians.
They call them Native Americans, I
Yeah.
think.
Native Americans. Right.
But
So
as far as First Nations, I didn't know what First Nations was.
I don't know what was going on with it, but when they took me, like, I remember the day. I remember the day. And an RCMP officer came with the social worker. And they took me from her, and she was crying. And I remember I was wearing a dress that day, and I was 3 years old. And I remember that they put me in the front seat of the police car, because it was a police car they had. I think it was a police car. And anyway, it was a car, and it was a hot, sunny summer day. It was June, and the seat was hot, and it burnt. You know how when you're wearing shorts and you're on a hot seat, and I remember that it would burn my legs, and the social worker took me and held me on her lap. And then I remember that I was in an airplane looking down. I knew I was in an airplane. And then I ended up on this farm.
Did she ever talk about us? I know maybe she discussed with you too, maybe about it, but she talked about us too, ever?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I talked to her about things. I have a book. And I didn't know if I should bring out one thing at a time or.
Do you know how painful that must have been for her?
Yeah.
That would have been, I think, extremely painful for her.
Yeah. Like the first times I met her, I didn't. Well, I did ask her about stuff, and I one thing that I do. This is her funeral card. You can have one here. Do you guys want to hear the eulogy I gave at her funeral? That's okay then, babe. Later I'll share it with Ben. You know, I looked for you guys for a long time. And when I was looking for through my papers and stuff, I was finding evidence of the search that was going back. Like, look at the color of this paper. And you know, everybody asks us, says, "Oh, that sounds so great. You're going to have a reunion, a family reunion." And I say, "No,
It's not a reunion.
No. Everyone's thinking it's
not a reunion, because
we've never been together before.
This is the family union. Next year at my house will be a family reunion. I'm just putting it out there one more time.
Come here, baby girl.
If you guys start crying. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. This is so good. It's a long time coming, guys.
I know.
Long time. Oh, I love you all so much.
I love you so much.
Yes.
I love you.
The hardest thing is knowing the pain that Mary Jane must have gone through when we were taken away from her, and just her having to live her life without her children. I mean, she kept having children, and then every time they get taken away. And I don't know how her life was in residential school. I know it was hard. I kind of associate residential schools with jail myself, because that's essentially what they were doing, I think. And then growing up and having your own children, and then they're gone, that's hard for me to fathom how Mary Jane's life must have been. I know she coped the best she could. Now that we've connected, it's going to be a lot better, a lot easier to cope with. I can call any of them any time of the day or night. They'll be there. And they know exactly what I'm going through, because they're going through the same thing.
Excuse me, pardon me.
Squeeze you, I hardly even know you.
I know. Babe.
We're gonna go with.
We'll start with that.
We'll start with that. The cake is in the oven, and I want to go timer, and I want to go 30. There we go. I am done. I am out. Birthday cake is in the oven.
Yay.
Yay.
200, well, it's 211 birthdays we've missed, but we're going to also
Oh, yeah.
celebrate Ben's birthday that happens 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
So we might as well do 212.
Oh, okay. That sounds
So
good.
you want?
So do you think we could do a 2, a 1, and a 2 with the 10 handles?
enough to go all the
Why don't we just get 20 and then that should cover it?
I think this would be so
cake's
difficult.
not that big. Well, you put this much thought into one birthday cake.
That's right.
And like we've got 212 birthday
That's
cakes we're
right.
making up for, so it can have a few minutes attention.
Yes, it can.
I think we would like some 4 birthday balloons.
The other question I wanted to ask, I've been trying to find a local person. Do you have a second-hand store here?
Yeah, I saw one downtown. I saw one on Banff. We passed right by it. I'm sorry. Betty Ann, can I
There's also one on this street, and it's open quite late. It's just down to the left, beneath the movie theater. There's a set of stairs that goes down.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's huge,
God.
too. They've got, like, every costume.
Ben?
I would check it out if I were you. It's really nice.
I think we need these. We'll take 4 of these too.
Sounds good.
For the party.
I don't care.
He doesn't want one.
3 of these things are gonna seem the same, and 1 of these things is not.
Yeah.
I'm going to wear my hat on the plane.
Oh my goodness. This is pretty wild.
4, please.
So I was thinking maybe right here, so I need that whole light, like that whole thing right there.
It's up to you. You're in charge of the
No,
matter.
I understand that.
I'm delegating. I'm out.
I'm just saying, like I need tape or something.
You get to make a decision.
I get to make a decision. Yeah. Oh, for sure. Lovely.
Shoot. No, don't you even think you can do that. You have no choice. Crib card, crib card, crib card.
What number did you stick?
So I have to take at least 1 off in the corner here. It's gonna take me a while to light these, so I'm gonna. I think this may be a 2-person job.
One of those long ladders, and one of my friends used to call them Johnny the Wad Match.
Oh yeah.
You know, the long big ones.
Oh yeah, yeah. Flamethrowers out to here.
Yeah.
Did you get all 60 of the candles on, Esther?
Yes.
So this is less than half of our actual birthdays. We're going to burn the place down this much.
Well, I'm worried about the smoke detector going off.
Oh, that's what. Open the window a little bit
Oops.
there.
Oh,
Open
is
the
that
window a
okay? I didn't mean to turn that one off just yet. Is that okay, though?
That's fine. That's fine.
All right. I'm going to start turning lights out.
Oh, open the door a little bit in case it does smoke
No, it'll
up
be
or something.
fine, Ben. They're just birthday candles. It's not the fire pit.
Why is all the rest going? Like, why is that one flame going so quick?
Oh my God, the 2 is on fire.
Blow it out, blow it out, blow it out, blow it out.
Here, do we have Thomas? Let me get it out.
Blow it out quick.
Uh-oh.
Blow it out quick. Blow it out.
Somebody lit the 2. Who lit the 2?
You were supposed to light the two. It's
Still
not a
flashing,
candle.
it's okay.
That's too funny.
The smoke detector's gonna go off, right?
Oh no.
That's why I said open the door so it doesn't
Esther,
do that.
What? Take this two outside so it doesn't set off our smoke detector.
Oh, shoot.
Oops.
Careful.
Oh, this is going just fine. It's out.
Okay, here we go.
We'll just
Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday, Betty and Esther. Okay.
Whatever. Hey, dear Rosalie, Esther, Ben, and Betty Ann.
Happy birthday to us and many more.
I pity the country, I pity the state, and the mind of a man who thrives on hate. Small are the lives of cheats and of liars, of bigoted news press, fascist town crier. Deception annoys me, deception destroys me. The Bill of Rights froze me. Jails, they all know me. Frustrated are churchmen, the saving of soul men, the tinker, the tailor, the colonial governor. They pull and they pawn me. They're seeking to draw me away from around us, all the light. Silly civil servants, they thrive off my body. Their trip is with power, back bacon and welfare. Police, they arrest me, materialists test me, pollution, it chokes me, movies, they joke me, politicians exploit me, city life that jades me, Hudson Bay fleece me, hunting laws freak me, government is bumbling, revolution's rumbling, to be ruled in impunity is tradition, continuity. I pity the country, I pity the state, and the mind of a man who thrives on hate.